Wow, I came across some really fascinating old vlogs from my first figure competition prep. I actually tried to start YouTube at that time, but it didn't happen. Hi, this is Mimi. Today I'm going to share a raw, unedited vlog days after my first figure show. I talked about things like my 1 week out strategy that was actually very different than my recent competition. I actually hired a pro bodybuilder who also judged at NPC shows for my diet. I talked about my post-victory dinner, my diet and measurements post-show, and it's just so interesting to see what my thoughts were, and especially the progress I've made in terms of the calories that I'm eating now, my metabolism, and my muscles. I found this so amusing, so I hope you guys get a kick out of this.
One more.
Okay, now backtracking. The 1 week prior to competition prep, that was an entire different regimen by itself. First off, I think exactly 8 days prior to show, I was able to change my diet a little bit by changing my 4 ounces of fish for one of my meals to 4 ounces of steak. Oh my God, I was so happy. You have no idea. I was like, I'm eating steak. You have no idea. That was like, people, my coworkers like, what the hell's wrong with you, Mimi? I'm like, you have no idea. The steak tastes so good. So that was kind of cool. And my calories actually went up the last week versus going down. The goal was really to just, maintain fullness in my muscles and not get too small, which, I definitely shrunk a lot, getting lean. And I also started taking like a water pill 10 days out, and to really help flush out water and just really get really cut. It was ridiculous. I wish I had some pictures of me like doing like, my bicep curls with the cables. It was just like, what? Is that my arms for real? And there was also a water strategy. So I, had a reduction in water where I was typically drinking about 1.5 gallons of water every single day, which in the beginning I was like, oh my God, how am I going to get so much water in? And then I didn't stop. I just stopped counting because I knew I was getting way more than 1.5 gallons. And I think so. I must have been drinking about 2.5 gallons, even upwards to 3 gallons a day for the last few weeks, maybe last 2 months even. And I'm always going to the restroom, unfortunately. But so now it's funny because, I was only able to allow to drink 1.5 gallons. I was like, oh my gosh, I have to like ration out my water strategically. And then it went to like 1.25 gallons, and then it went to like 1 gallon, and then it went to 0.5 gallon, and then it went to like, 0.5 gallon, and you can't drink any more water, after 6 p.m. on the night before. And then on the day of, the only water I could drink before I went on stage was literally 4 ounces of water. That's it, 4 little mini ounces of water. And there was also a sodium strategy where, I basically cut my sodium in half like the 2 days prior, just to get, because sodium obviously withholds water weight. So I think that was really my thing for the last week prior to that, and that Monday before Saturday was my last PT session, and it was, actually I'll talk about that later. So post-competition now, 1 week later, the night of the show, I had my victory dinner. I can't believe I forgot to take pictures of the food, but I did take pictures of our hands. It was so dark. Oh my gosh, I can even remember what I had. We had Peking pork chop, Chilean sea bass with black bean and garlic sauce, baked. We had fried breaded shrimp covered in like this mayonnaise sauce with broccoli and walnuts, short rib black pepper sizzling beef platter. We had salted fish, diced chicken, fried rice. We had Chinese sausage baked bamboo steamed rice. We had 5 spices duck. We had snow pea shoot leaves and garlic. And I feel like we had, and we had a casserole. Chicken, salted fish, bean curd casserole, and we ate all of it. Oh, and we even had a little side dish of I think seafood congee. So good. It so hit the spot. And then the day after, I gained only a pound. I was about 125 on stage, so I gained like 126. And I was like, all right, let me watch out this time. I can't blow up like a balloon like I did last time, like literally. And you know, full body edema and all this stuff because of the sodium and too many calories. And so I had to have a transition diet plan. And so I really watched out, and I ate a little less just to you know, just to be safe. And the funny thing is, I didn't even want to eat like crap. I wanted like oatmeal. I was craving oatmeal and craving steak. That's what I wanted. And I then was like 124 and a half the second day after. I was like, whoa, I actually went down. This is crazy. And I confirmed. My coach says like, yep, it sounds right. What your maintenance plan is. So my maintenance right now is like 1,800 calories. I ate like probably 2,200, 2,300 for maybe 2 days this past week, which is fine. About 1,800, 200 grams of protein, 175 grams of carbs, and about 25 grams of healthy fats. So my goal now is really, I was like, so is it like lift heavy, get strong as fuck? He's like, yep, that sounds right. So I'm having a lot of fun doing that. Definitely got to grow back my size. Now I'm actually going to measure myself weekly again. And I'm still going to do the same thing. I'm like, you know, why not keep it up? Just not as intense. Now I'm measuring my growth back to normal. I think it'd be really amazing. I'm going to compete in exactly 1 year from now, and the same, you know, the biggest show of the year, and really hopefully grow up my hair a little bit. I'm already looking at a new suit. I'm so excited. Practice my posing, and I really want to get on stage and feel like, you know, I'm going to be in top 3. I'm be 1 or 2. I mean, these people are just so amazing. I feel like I'm going to really transform. And it's funny because, you know, when you don't look at yourself compared to the top level competitors, you think you look pretty darn good. And then now I'm looking at myself with the top 4, and I'm just like, darn, I'm pretty stringy. I look so small. You know, I don't look as great at all. Definitely abs. Oh, I am working my abs. I mean, they are just not as cut. I mean, once you lose your body fat, you see abs, but they're not that cut. So I'm really excited. And I was burping before because I literally just ate my meal, my post-workout meal. I had a ham and butt day today. I really focused on those hams first. And growing my butt back. By the way, it has grown back. It went down to 34.25 inches on stage, and now it's 35. So yay, I'm getting some progress. My waist is still just as small, which is amazing. And today I'm 128, so I've gained 3 pounds in 1 week, and my waist is still just as small, and my shoulders are the same. My thighs have grown by about 2.25 inches, and my butt has grown back about 0.75. So I'm pretty darn happy right now. And you know, I think the weight that I would love to maintain is around like 132-ish, maybe 135 max. But my coach says I can go up to 140, you know, before like 3 months before my next show. So I don't want that to be fat gain. I really want to maintain my leanness. Work so hard for it that I just want to maintain it this time around, you know. One other just silly little thing is that I just had to share. This was my other gift from my girlfriends, just because I have this humongous stuffed piggy that you probably saw from my very first video. So now it has a little baby. What do I say now? Until my next competition. And thanks for watching. In the meantime, please click subscribe, stay tuned, check out my other videos by clicking on these links here, or explore my playlist. And feel free to follow me on Twitter at @EatNotDiet, or connect with me on Instagram or Facebook at Mimi Bonny. Thanks for watching.